Hi guys, TK with TK Tech News, and we're going to get into my initial thoughts and what I think after running this device for a few days about the Nokia Lumia 1520. Hi guys, TK with TKTechNews.com, and I'm getting into my likes and the very few dislikes about the Nokia Lumia 1520. You guys had asked for me to get a better shot of that matte configuration on the Nokia Lumia 1520, and I'm doing that for you guys now. So one of the things I do like about the 1520 is the knock feature. That's kind of cool. The overall fluidity, just how fluid it is, how, you know, it's just a beast. It's just a monster. It just works. The Snapdragon 800 processor is serving Windows Phone extremely well. That also equates to battery life, and what I mean by that is I will get in here to the battery life, and basically the last charge was done yesterday at 8:42 p.m. It is, what time is it right now? Okay, so it's been up for about 4 or 5 hours, whatever, right now. But I just plug it in. You know, anytime I'm getting into the car, I plug it into the, you know, whatever the USB port is in the car, and I plug it in when I'm at home. I never let my battery get below 30%, or try not to, and I get it up to about 95%, and then I unplug it. It's good for your battery conditioning. That's another video. This phone right here, though, all day can last well over 20. I mean, you could get a full day of heavy use out of it. Go at home, leave it out, don't even plug it in, and still have battery to probably get you through the next morning. That's how impressive this is. And I mean, you know, right now, time until power off, and I'm heavily using this right now. It says 20 hours and 59 minutes. It will change if screen's off. You'll get better times and whatnot. Overall, I'm thoroughly impressed with the device. It's very smooth. It's very fluid. It works like a champ. It's not really big in the hand. That's probably one of the biggest things people say, you know, like, oh, it's got to be so big. Yeah, it's big. I mean, I can get my fingers to touch here. It is big. It's not, you know, size comparison. We did this yesterday. It's not a 520. It's not a 920. It's not a 925. You know, and these are, you know, small phones. It's a big phone. It's meant to be a multimedia beast, and the camera on it is just simply amazing. Let me see if I can actually, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can actually get that to load up really quick. Let me see here. Go to my photos. The camera on this thing is just beautiful. And when I say that, I really mean that. And if you guys have seen any of the earlier videos with the 1020, it was just really that good. All right, so here's an example. So we were in the supermarket earlier. I mean, and you can just see, and this even displays the camera on this tablet right here. You can just see how good the camera is, where I'm sitting back and I can actually read a label off the zoom that comes in on this Nokia, and I can see the texture off of these peppers when I was standing way back. Same thing here. If I'm just looking at the rest of the grocery store, you know, I can sit here and zoom in on stuff, and it's just the camera quality on the 1520 is really just amazing. It's probably the next thing I like the most about the device beyond the battery life has to be the camera. I mean, the camera is just friggin' amazing. It's awesome. I like the app suite. You know, a lot of the apps that people say, you know, hey, you know, they don't have this app or they don't have that app. That's not the case anymore. There's Instagram, there's Vine. I have Facebook, I got Twitter. Do I have Google Apps? No. But I'm able to get in on YouTube and doing other stuff. I'm using SuperTube. Works like a champ. I love it. I can watch anything that I normally watch, whether it's games or videos or whatever it is. I'm able to get into all of that. Other tech channels like Pocket Now, I can look at my subscriptions with, being from Boston, Celtic stuff. It's great. I can check my videos. I can see ratings. I can see my inbox. If people are trying to contact me, I can message them back. It doesn't have the Google Plus integration in the app yet. They did say they were going to try to integrate that. We'll see what happens. So, like I said, I'm overall impressed with the device. It is a solid device overall. I wish they did come out with the red in a matte color. The shiny is nice. I mean, the glossy red is a very nice device overall. And with the Zag shield on it, I get the matte color anyway. The flip cover case that we covered yesterday, kind of cumbersome, but I like it because it does protect it. If it takes a fall like this, bam, that thing is going to be a wrap with that big display. So I do like having the flip cover case, even though I had to flip it open. But it's not as cumbersome to hold it or flip it out like some Samsung cases. So this is not bad. We did a review on this yesterday. But overall, my likes, my number one likes and things that I could put on my top of my list are, I love the battery life. I love the camera. I love the ease and usability. Windows Phone has always been fluid. And now that the app market and the app suites, so to speak, are starting to, I'm not going to say catch up because they're nowhere near Android or iPhone yet, but other developers are starting to take notice. I think those developers that were wishing and hoping that BlackBerry would recover are now seeing, BlackBerry's probably dead, or it's going to be a while before they're able to turn that around, and they're focusing on Windows Phone, and it's great because those developers are now going to be able to earn money off those applications that they're developing, and I'm impressed. Like I said, is it a Note 3? No, it's not an Android device. I would even challenge that I think it's better than the Note 3, and this is coming from an Android guy. I mean, it's very sturdy, it's very well made and built. I mean, it's built very well, as all Nokia devices are. The feature set is great, and it works like a champ. So, overall, I have to say, it's going to be great. I mean, it's a great device. I'm going to be testing it, something fierce and something heavy here. On some other places in the Pacific Northwest. We will be in Portland, and then Eugene, and then Bend, and a couple other places in Oregon, and then some places in Washington, into Seattle and whatnot. Basically testing it out. I'm going to do some network tests with it, and radio tests in those shady areas where signal kind of sucks, and it doesn't matter what carrier you have. So stay tuned for that. But overall, like I said, overall, I'm impressed with the device. I highly recommend it. And at the cost, if I'm looking at a cost of $300 on contract for a Note 3, or I can get a Lumia 1520 with a bigger display, in my opinion, better looking display, with the better blacks and the better, just better natural color saturation, I'm going to go that way every day, every time, especially where it's $200 cheaper. Not to mention that you're able to pick up the Nokia Lumia 2520 at a discounted rate as well. So with that said, I'm going to wrap this video up. That's been my likes and dislikes, and my dislikes, the biggest dislike I think for me would have to be probably the sound quality, the speaker, the loudspeaker, and it's not that it's bad. It's kind of hit and miss. Like in the YouTube video, I know it could be an application issue. Sometimes it plays low, and then other times I could be typing, and the clicking and clacking could be so loud, but media sound isn't. So that's probably a minor gripe. But beyond that, like I said, very impressed with the phone, very impressed with the device. Stay tuned. We're going to be getting into it. I'm going to be running this. Like I said, we still have the Nexus 5, but so you can tell, I mean, it's pretty much been retired. It's here in the box. I'm going to be posting my video on this tomorrow as we wrapped up our review period, what I think about it and whatnot. You guys can be looking forward to that tomorrow. But overall, again, highly recommend the device. If you're looking to get a Windows phone, this is the Windows phone for you. I would not say a 1020 or a 925. I mean, this thing is future-proof. It's going to be around for a long time, and it's an awesome device. If you liked the video, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. If you like what you saw, make sure you click the subscribe button so you can keep up with everything that we're doing. I'm TK, and you've been looking at tktechnews.com. We'll see you guys in the next video.